it's Ted Byrne. I'm the editor and economist for Business2Business Magazines. And this month I wanted to worry a little about deflation. Deflation is a specter right now. In fact, the president of the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis says that it's one of the perils we're facing. And when they worry about it in St. Louis, the monetarist bank that's normally frightened of inflation, well, it's something we should be concerned about. And there are a couple of very obvious reasons why prices are going down. But are those price decreases deflationary, or is this a restoration situation? Look, let's just take housing. Housing has been buttressed by a bunch of things. The prices were buttressed by loose lending practices that encouraged all sorts of people to get into housing that they shouldn't have afforded. And simultaneously, individuals felt that they had a lot more wealth than they had because the value of their personal portfolios had blown up as a result of the impact of security prices and the like during the last bubble. Both of those collapsed. And now, housing prices, for example, are returning or restoring to a natural relationship between the price of housing and the disposable income, after-tax income and after-savings income of individuals. And remember, when the wealth concept of individuals suddenly collapsed with their portfolio values, well, they have a desire to save more, to save their natural amount, to get their natural wealth back. So we have people with less money after taxes and desire to save and forget unemployment. And secondly, among the unemployed, we have all sorts of supply of potential housing out there. So what's a market clearing price? A natural relationship between savings levels and income after taxes and after saving. We're not facing a deflationary environment in housing. We're facing a restoration of prices to a natural level, a relationship between prices and ability and desire to pay. We're not just seeing that in housing, we're seeing that across the board. What we're experiencing right now is not deflation, but restoration. And that means that if you've got a budgetary plan as a business or as a government based on the value of, let's say, property taxes, for example, well, you'd better revise it. You'd better revise that plan. You'd better either reform the way you've spent in order to spend less, or you'd better actually restructure your plan. And that's what governments are faced with right now. Either have to reform, that is to say, find less expensive ways to do what they wanted to do or to try to do less, or restructure, actually rethink what they're attempting to do. It's one thing, for example, to outsource janitorial services or to pay teachers less or even fire some. It's quite another to rethink how you teach, what you're trying to teach, what you should teach, and who you should teach. That is to say, who's teachable. Restructure versus reform. And on the other hand, do we have deflation or do we have restoration? Think about it. That's what we do here at Business2Business Magazines. Hope you enjoy this month's issue. I'm Ted Byrne. I'm the editor and the economist here at Business2Business.